Your discipline builds your future. Welcome to Clartify.
You don't feel lost because you lack purpose. You feel lost because your attention is no longer yours. Most people think stimulation is harmless. Entertainment, information, relief. But stimulation doesn't just fill time. It replaces identity. It doesn't happen violently. It doesn't announce itself. It arrives quietly. You wake up, and before you feel yourself exist, something else is already choosing for you. What you look at, what you react to, what feels interesting, what feels boring, not consciously, automatically. And over time, something subtle changes. You stop discovering who you are and start reflecting what stimulates you. Your preferences shift. Your patience shrinks. Your tolerance for silence disappears. You're not becoming distracted. You're becoming externally defined. There was probably a moment you remember. You opened your phone without thinking. You scrolled for a few seconds. You closed it. And you couldn't remember why you opened it in the first place. That wasn't distraction. That was conditioning. Stimulation trains your nervous system to expect constant input, movement, noise, novelty. So when nothing is happening, your brain doesn't interpret it as peace. It interprets it as a problem. That's why stillness feels uncomfortable. That's why boredom feels heavy. That's why silence feels wrong. Not because something is missing, but because something has been removed. Your ability to sit with yourself. Most people say they want clarity, but clarity only comes when stimulation stops, and that's exactly what scares them. Because when stimulation disappears, you're left with something unfamiliar. Your own thoughts, your own emotions, your own unanswered questions. Questions you've been postponing for years. Stimulation doesn't numb pain. It delays awareness. And delayed awareness feels like control until it doesn't. That's why motivation doesn't work anymore. Motivation is built on identity. And identity cannot form when attention is fragmented. You're trying to build discipline on top of a nervous system that never rests. You're trying to find direction while constantly being pulled sideways. So you feel tired without effort, restless without movement, busy without progress. Not because you're broken, not because you're weak, but because your attention is being trained away from you. Slowly, quietly. There was a time when boredom created curiosity, when silence created thought, when waiting created reflection. Now, boredom creates anxiety. Silence creates discomfort. Waiting creates the urge to escape. And every escape weakens the signal of who you are. You don't lose yourself all at once. You lose yourself in moments. The moment you avoid stillness. The moment you reach for stimulation instead of feeling. The moment you choose noise because quiet feels too revealing. And the most dangerous part? It feels like life. Until one day, you notice something unsettling. You don't know what you actually want anymore. You know what attracts you. You know what triggers you. You know what keeps you engaged. But you don't know what matters. Because meaning doesn't shout. It whispers. And stimulation is too loud to hear it. That's why removing stimulation feels empty at first. Because emptiness is not the absence of something. It's the return of space. Space where identity rebuilds. Space where attention slows down. Space where you start recognizing yourself again. Not through effort, not through force, but through presence. So the real question is not how to be more focused, or how to be more disciplined, or how to be more motivated. The real question is simpler. If stimulation stopped choosing for you, who would you become? Sit with that question. Don't answer it quickly. Don't escape it. Because the moment you feel uncomfortable right now is the moment your attention starts coming back. And that's where identity begins again.
Thank you for watching. If you're ready to upgrade your mind and build unshakable discipline, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. More powerful lessons are coming. Stay disciplined. Stay Clarify.